this is a young man. How old are you?
I am 26.
26-year-old young man from Oregon. And where in Oregon are you from?
I grew up mostly in Coos Bay, but we moved to Oregon when I was about 12.
Where's Coos Bay?
Coos Bay is about 2/3 of the way down the coast.
Okay. And you also lived in Central Oregon?
Yeah, in Roseburg, which is about 3 hours south of Portland.
And how long have you been on the East Coast here?
I have lived here since I was 18, so I've been here for 8 years now.
8 years, great. Okay, off you go.
Okay. This one is Comma Get Secure. Well, here's a story for you. Sarah Perry was a veterinary nurse who had been working daily at an old zoo in a deserted district of the territory, so she was very happy to start a new job at a superb private practice in North Square near the Duke Street Tower. That area was much nearer for her and more to her liking. Even so, on her first morning, she felt stressed. She ate a bowl of porridge, checked herself in the mirror, and washed her face in a hurry. Then she put on a plain yellow dress and a fleece jacket and picked up her kit and headed for work. When she got there, there was a woman with a goose waiting for her. The woman gave Sarah an official letter from the vet. The letter implied that the animal could be suffering from a rare form of foot and mouth disease, which was surprising because normally you would only expect to see it in a dog or goat. Sarah was sentimental, so this made her feel sorry for the beautiful bird. Before long, the itchy goose began to strut around the office like a lunatic, which made an unsanitary mess. The goose's owner, Mary Harrison, kept calling Comma, Comma, which Sarah thought was an odd choice for a name. Comma was strong and huge, so it would take some force to trap her, but Sarah had a different idea. First she tried gently stroking the goose's lower back with her palm, then singing a tune to her. Finally she administered ether. Her efforts were not futile. In no time, the goose began to tire, so Sarah was able to hold on to Comma and give her a relaxing bath. Once Sarah had managed to bathe the goose, she wiped her off with the cloth and laid her on her right side. Then Sarah confirmed the vet's diagnosis. Almost immediately, she remembered an effective treatment that required her to measure out a lot of medicine. Sarah warned that this course of treatment might be expensive, either 5 or 6 times the cost of penicillin. I can't imagine paying so much, but Miss Harrison, a millionaire lawyer, thought it was a fair price for a cure. Okay. And this one is the Rainbow Passage. When the sunlight strikes raindrops in the air, they act as a prism and form the rainbow. The rainbow is a division of white light into many beautiful colors. These take the shape of a long, round arch, with its path high above, and its 2 ends apparently beyond the horizon. There is, according to legend, a boiling pot of gold at one end. People look, but no one ever finds it. When a man looks for something beyond his reach, his friends say he's looking for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Throughout the centuries, people have explained the rainbow in various ways. Some have accepted it as a miracle without physical explanation. To the Hebrews, it was a token that there would be no more universal floods. The Greeks used to imagine that it was a sign from the gods to foretell war or heavy rain. The Norsemen considered the rainbow as a bridge over which the gods passed from earth to their home in the sky. Others have tried to explain the phenomenon physically. Aristotle thought that the rainbow was caused by the reflection of the sun's rays by the rain. Since then, physicists have found that it is not the reflection, but refraction by the raindrops which causes the rainbows. Many complicated ideas about the rainbow have been formed. The difference in the rainbow depends considerably on the size of the drops, and the width of the colored band increases as the size of the drops increases. The actual primary rainbow is said to be the effect of superimposition of a number of bows. If the red of the second bow falls upon the green of the first, the result is to give the bow with an abnormally wide yellow band, since red and green light, when mixed, form yellow. This is a very common type of bow, one showing mainly red and yellow, with little or no green or blue.
So tell me, do you ever tell jokes?
Do I ever tell jokes?
Yeah.
Not good ones.
Okay. Do you have a bad joke?
I have a bad joke.
I laugh at anything. So.
The best bad joke that we ever came up with as kids was first guy walked into a bar, second guy ducked.
I get it.
It literally walked into the bar.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Bad jokes.
Yeah. So, tell me the coolest thing that ever happened to you.
Probably one of the coolest things that ever happened to me. I guess that'd probably be when my dad found out that I was playing bass guitar. I thought I bought a bass guitar for my graduation present from high school,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to the pawn shop to do that. And I snuck it into the house wrapped up in an old sweatshirt because I was worried that he was going to yell at me. But a couple days later, he came home early from work, and I was sitting in the living room playing it. And I was like, "Oh, I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to get yelled at." And no, he was cool with it. I should have known. I grew up in a musical family, so I should have expected that would be fine. But you're always worried that your parents are finding out that you're turning into that rebellious teenager finally.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.